Hello, welcome guys. Now we will talk about the second phase of the menstrual cycle, or the second part of the menstrual cycle, which is the uterine cycle. Now I can build you now I can build a concept for you is that, so from where we left off, here, where estrogen and progesterone levels were declining. So here you can now correlate with this endometrium. With a decrease of progesterone and estrogen, the endometrium, the layers will degenerate, and this is the thing that flow, which is called menstrual flow, and its volume is roughly 35 to 40 ml per month. So that's the thing we call menses, and this is a menstrual phase of the uterine cycle. It is the first phase. So the first cycle of the menstrual cycle is the fresh bleeding, which occurs on the first day. So we label these as the first day. So here the menstrual phase consists of roughly 7 days. So here the endometrium shed due to the lack of support of progesterone and estrogen, and also the arteries will shed and bleeding will occur and will continue to 5 to 7 days. And here you can see this. Now you can correlate this: when the estrogen levels start rising, the level and the layer regenerate and regenerate. Let's go into detail with this. Due to the lack of progesterone, there will be the ischemia of this layer. So here these are the three. PGF2 is the vasoconstrictor. It will cause a vasoconstriction of the spiral arteries. Endothelium and the platelet activating factor. These will involve in the initiation and clotting hemostasis of the bleeding. So let's go into the second phase, which is the follicular phase of the menstrual cycle of the uterine cycle. So the follicular phase will be the growth phase, which is stimulated by the estrogen. So what will happen now? The low columnar stratified epithelium will convert it into the pseudo-stratified columnar epithelium under the action of estrogen. So estrogen will continue their growth, but the endothelium derived by estrogen will highly unstable if evolution doesn't occur. It means if progesterone does not produce, so endothelium will be unstable by the estrogen. That's why the hyperplasia occur that lead to uterine cancer, hyperplasia. So you can correlate the concept. So now I will move into the luteal phase, which we can call the progesterone phase. Here the progesterone will dominate and it will continue. Progesterone main activity is the secretory activity. So it will cause the decidualization, like this decidua will produce, and it will cause the spiral arteries to lengthen, and the endothelium will be differentiated into the three layers: stratum basalis, stratum spongiosum, and stratum compactum. Stratum basalis is 25% of the endometrium. It is always retained in during menstruation. This is the stratum basalis. And stratum spongiosum it is a mid portion like this one, and it consists of edematous stroma and exhausted glands. Stratum compactum, this is the uppermost 25% of endometrium. It consists of prominent decidualization cells. Now let's go into the recap. So how growth occur here? Under the action of estrogen, these three factors. So the number one is vascular endothelial growth factor. Second one is fibroblast growth factor. Number three is epidermal growth factor. And these three will cause the growth of this layer. So now we will summarize this. the length is the same, 28 days, but first phase is a menstrual phase which occurs after the uterine cycle. You can say this like uterine cycle occurs after the ovarian cycle. You can say this like here ovarian cycle ends here, and here the menstrual cycles, here the uterine cycle start. There is a degeneration of the layer, and now there is a production and regeneration of the layer under these three factors by the estrogen. And now there is the addition of the secretory activity, and there will be the glands and by the progesterone. Now the progesterone level decrease, and here you can say the endometrium is stable. So progesterone protects females from the estrogen unstable effect, which is the hyperplasia. So this is very stable phase. So after this the cycle continues like this, 28 days, and here the ovulation occurs. You can see, you can correlate this with this ovulation. So now I will make you see the whole picture. You can take the screenshot if you like. In previous video I explained this thing, and now in this video I explain this thing. I hope you guys will understand this, and if you like our video, so please subscribe us and comment below where we can improve. Thank you.